Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another theme park obsession video. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Today, Knott's made some major announcements. So today, we're gonna be talking about all that. We're gonna do a few laps around the park and have some fun. So how about you and I dive right in. Another beautiful day at Knott's Berry Farm. There's so much to talk about when it comes to Camp Snoopy, so let's head inside the park and get started. Super easy entry into the park. Oh yeah, I got a shot of Silver Bullet in there for you. But I know that's a distraction. That is a total distraction for what is happening over here because there is going to be a lot of action happening in Camp Snoopy in the next few months. Let's go ahead and dive into some of the changes. Now, the first thing you're gonna see when you walk towards the new Camp Snoopy is that you're not gonna see Snoopy up here in his canoe anymore. He's actually moving to a different location. And right there at the top where the stagecoach trail is, there'll be an all-new marquee sign welcoming guests into the all-new Camp Snoopy. The waterfall behind me will stay intact along with the gardens that kind of surround the area, which is really nice. I'm glad that Knott's wants to keep the greenery. They want to keep the kineticism with the waterfall, but just kind of change things up ever so slightly in the front. And it's looking like in the concept video and images that a Snoopy statue will go right here. Now, Camp Snoopy's always been themed to the California High Sierra, and with this new iteration of Camp Snoopy, the reimagining of Camp Snoopy, Knott's is playing more into that, which is really cool. So you're definitely gonna see more camping vibes, especially with the marquee sign coming in. It's gonna look a little bit more woodsy. And then as you kind of get deeper into Camp Snoopy, that theme continues. Here at the front of Camp Snoopy, it's looking like the camp store is going to receive some of those renovations as well. I'm not expecting too much because the camp store already looks really good. So I would think that they're just going to do a few little cosmetic things here and there and be done. They'll probably spruce it up in here a little bit and maybe get the train working again, which would be nice. Now, it doesn't look like there are too many significant changes happening to Sierra Sidewinder. I feel like this is going to stay the same. They might, spruce up things in the queue, but as far as anything else, like the station or the ride experience, it's all gonna be the same. And then moving a little deeper into the land, they're gonna be working on an all new theater. They're renovating this one, so they're gonna do away with the truss system and like the kind of the awning that's on the top there. They're gonna expand the seating area and the stroller parking area, so that way a bunch of new guests can enjoy the all new shows and entertainment that they're gonna be bringing over here. The new rustic beam theater will feature log seating and a brand new fire pit at the front and center of the stage. And what's cool is in the evening, they'll light that fire pit, which will bring a whole new element to the entertainment they're gonna be offering. Out of the entire concept drop, I feel like this is the most grand out of everything that we've seen so far. The theater is going to look beautiful when it's done. Now, aside from the exciting theater announcement, remember they had Woodstock's airmail right here, and on the site it does say that it is returning, and it says on the site it will be located in an all new camp post office area. So I'm not sure if it's going to be returning to its normal spot or somewhere over there, or maybe on the far end of Camp Snoopy. Again, this is going to be one of those things where we're going to have to watch over the next few weeks to see where they officially put some of the new attractions. And one of the new attractions looks to be a Zamperla Happy Swing. Now, I've seen this one before at another park, and that's at SeaWorld San Diego. They have a Happy Swing, and I believe it's called the Octo Rock. And it's like a little simple swing ride for the kids, and it looks like it's going to be going right over here behind me next to the theater. The only other spot in this area of the land that I could see it going to would be that corner over there. So as time goes on, we'll probably get a better understanding of where some of these attractions are going to be going, but I think my money's going to be on this corner right here for that Happy Swing. It is pretty hard to tell in the concept though, because it does look like they are going to be moving things around, and it also looks like they're going to be altering existing attractions like the one right behind me, the Grand Sierra Railroad. Now, the layout of this thing pretty much goes around the corner here, around the balloon race, and then hugs Montezuma's Revenge and then kind of goes out towards Silver Bullet. But in the concept art, they showed that they're doing like a new train ride. I don't know if this is in addition to this one or if they're going to be expanding the layout of this train ride to go kind of further towards Montezuma's Revenge and that truck ride, because they also showed off a brand new outdoor truck ride too. So it's kind of hard to tell what's going and what's staying. Now, when it comes to the layout out here underneath Silver Bullet and Jaguar, I feel like this is going to remain unchanged as far as just where the track is going, because you have the coasters above it. But they have said in the concept release that there will be a covered bridge, and I'm thinking this is what this is going to transform into, is that covered bridge instead of what it looks like right now, which will be kind of cool because there isn't any water down here. There hasn't been water underneath this area for a very, very long time. So yeah, why not just renovate this so you don't have to deal with the mechanics of the bridge going up and down. Yeah, see, and what's interesting is the train is not here today. It's kind of stored in the back. And I'm wondering, yeah, are they gonna change the layout of this thing? Is it gonna kind of like turn towards the right and head towards Montezuma's Revenge? Or is this gonna stay the same? Again, this is gonna be fun to watch over the next few months because this is all supposed to open up relatively soon. Yeah, all the renovations are supposed to be open by Memorial Day weekend. A very ambitious project, so this is gonna be, yeah, again, a lot of fun to watch over the next few weeks. By the way, the balloon race up there looks to be staying. In the concept, they didn't really show anything as far as this is concerned. I wouldn't be surprised if they update the attraction in some like way. You know, they might change out these graphics on the balloons, but other than that, I feel like the attraction is going to be staying up there in its spot. The work continues across the way at the restrooms. An all new restroom will be installed, and inside this quick service restaurant, they're going to be putting in some new theming. They're going to be redoing the menu and kind of sprucing up the indoor seating area as well. And just to give you some reference, this is what the inside of the Grizzly Creek Lodge looks like right now. And again, they're going to be sprucing all this up in here, which will look fantastic, I'm sure, when it's done. Yeah, they have like little bits of theming here and there, and they have like the antlers kind of spread out, and they have like they got the canoe up here, and they have some other kind of sports related things scattered around, but it's not much. As you can see, it's kind of barren. So I think when the other designers came in here, we're like, oh no, we can really play around with this space, because they don't have to change it. They don't have to change the space at all. They just go in here, repaint some things, and again, throw a bunch of theming on the walls, and you can transform this into something, you know, it's way more spectacular than what it is right now, including this area over here. This is like the burger bar area for all your toppings. So yeah, I'm sure this will all change, and again, throw some paint up on the walls and redo a lot of the stuff up here too. Continuing our journey through Camp Snoopy, here's another spot where you're gonna see some pretty big changes. This rock structure right here will mainly stay the same. It doesn't seem like they're, you know, changing too much. But remember how I said that Snoopy in the canoe at the very front of Camp Snoopy will be moving? Well, it's gonna be moving right over here. So it kind of makes a little bit more sense, but at the same time, it's like, dang, he's gonna be going down this giant waterfall. And then over here on this section, it looks to be staying the same, because it's beautiful. I mean, look at this. This is gorgeous, and it's pretty immersive in this corner as well. So I'm glad they're not really touching this spot. But here on the other side, they are gonna be working on the rock work over here, because it looks like in the concept, they're gonna be adding a new patio, like a meet and greet space, and a new bridge that kids can play and jump on. And for those that remember, back in the day, there was a third bridge here. There was one point over there, and then the other point, the other connecting point was at the very tippity top of the rock structure over there. And that was when they had the Snoopy's Playhouse attraction, which I wish they would have brought back, but I can see why they want to, you know, move forward with something else. But once again, it's going to be nice to have 3 bridges in this area. We got the 2 down here, and then the all new one that looks to be going in this section right here. Now, I'm not entirely sure if they're going to be adding anything inside the cave structure behind me, but hey, you never know. They might add some interactive element in there, or they might, you know, spruce it up in there a little bit more. And since we're over here, we got to test it out. And in its current state, I mean, yeah, you got to really give it some force. Yeah, you gotta like kind of really make some waves here. We're creating a tsunami. You gotta really get it going. And of course, you got the backside of water in here too. It's one of the wonders of the world over here at Knott's Berry Farm as well. I mean, come on, yeah, this is gorgeous over here. I'm so happy that Knott's is keeping this aesthetic. They're not destroying it. They know that it's beautiful, and they know that it adds so much to their park. Now, moving on, we have this project over here, and this will be home to the new roller coaster. At least that's what it looks like in the concept images and video. And if you're a fan of the Daddy Pig coaster in Florida at the Peppa Pig theme park, it looks like Zamperla is doing a carbon copy right here at Knott's Berry Farm, because in the video, it looks identical to that Zamperla kiddie coaster. And this is all making sense with Zamperla because Cedar Fair was working with them, or is working with them, on the Top Thrill 2 attraction at Cedar Point, the all-new roller coaster opening up. And I wouldn't be surprised if in that transaction they were like, you know what, can we also buy a few new flat rides? Wow, this ride's crazy. They're definitely gonna keep that one. Yeah, the deal was a lot bigger than just, you know, the track for the Spike on Top Thrill 2. They wanted some flat rides and another little kiddie coaster in the mix. The kiddie coaster looks really cool, and I'm a huge fan of its paint scheme, since green is my favorite color, and I actually really like the Zero car on it as well. And in addition to the coaster, obviously they're gonna be theming the area out and probably planting some new trees. And if you're wondering what the name is for this all new intense coaster, it's It's gonna be called Snoopy's Tender Paw Twister. Now what's great about this all-new Zamperla coaster going in behind me is that it's a little bit more accommodating for the rest of the family, so you don't just have to have your kids go on it and watch on the sidelines. You could ride with them, and that's honestly really important because for a lot of families, for a lot of kids, this is their very first roller coaster, and it's going to be their very first roller coaster, and to experience that with your child is very important. So I'm glad that Knott picked a model that, you know, that also the parents can ride with them. I'm assuming this will go vertical very, very soon. We'll have to take a few rides on the stagecoach to get some views from the other end, but this is gonna be really exciting to see this thing kind of rise up a little bit above the construction fence. I don't think it's gonna go that tall. I don't think it's it's gonna be like super tall. I feel like it's gonna be the same height as Timberline Twister was before it. Now it's looking like all this is gonna stay the same, again, because this is absolutely gorgeous in this corner and they don't really need to change it. I'm glad they're keeping the river. And yeah, it looks like the tugboat attraction over here is staying. Now over here at Pigpen's Mud Buggies, it looks like this is gonna be staying as well. I don't think they're gonna be altering this area of the land. Now moving to the tail end of Camp Snoopy, they're gonna be renovating this attraction right here. It'll be the off-road rally. Looks like they'll be redoing the trucks. And it looks like in the concept that the trucks will be individual. They won't be connected to a long train like it is right now. And also, it's looking like Montezuma's Revenge is not in this concept. Now, they could have just taken it out because they just want to focus on Camp Snoopy, but Montezuma's Revenge is like right here. So, and hey, we've been talking about that they might remove this attraction, and it would not be surprising if they take out this entire thing and they expand the railroad.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
They'll be taking it out to expand.
I think that's what they're gonna do, because in the video it looks like this attraction right here, this little off-road rally, is hugging up against the railroad tracks. So we could be saying goodbye to Montezuma's Revenge here in the next few weeks, if not a couple months, as they kind of work on this all-new Camp Snoopy renovation. It's a bit sad if true, but I'm thinking that's going to be the only option because, again, in the concept, they did not show Montezuma's Revenge. The coaster has been sitting stagnant for months and months and months. So yeah, they probably just bit the bullet and said, you know, screw it, we're just going to accept the loss and we'll take it down and focus on the Camp Snoopy renovation instead. Working our way back towards the front entrance. Feel like all this is gonna stay the same as well. The swing attraction will remain, the Huff and Puff will stay here. I don't think they're gonna be touching this corner besides the Montezuma's Revenge stuff, because again, I feel like the railroad's gonna go all the way over here. Again, like I've been saying, as I continue to come to the park in the next few weeks and months, as I watch this project evolve and transform the space, I'll get a better understanding as to where the new attractions are going and what's going to be happening to the existing ones. And here's your current look at Montezuma's Revenge, at least the launch section. And yeah, again, not much happening over here. So this could be completely demolished to expand the Grand Sierra Railroad, because it could kind of go back over here, make a turn, and then come back this way. And then they could, you know, connect it to the existing layout towards Jaguar. But yeah, if they do plan to do that, and yeah, I feel like we're going to start seeing some demolition over here in the next few weeks, because they have this massive station structure and of course some of the trees to take care of. But there you have it. There's your kind of rough overview of what they'll be doing to Camp Snoopy, an all-new Camp Snoopy coming in 2024, opening up Memorial Day weekend. Knott's has been pretty ambitious lately, and I love that. They were pretty ambitious with the new pizza restaurant over by the bumper cars. They completely reimagined that area. Fiesta Village, a huge undertaking. They were able to complete that relatively quickly, and Fiesta Village looks absolutely gorgeous. And now with Camp Snoopy, I feel like they're being super ambitious over here. New attractions, refurbished attractions, and new restrooms, a new dining experience. Yeah, they're going all out over here, and that's just so nice to see. And of course, you can count on me to give you all the latest updates here at Knott's Berry Farm almost every single week in the new year as this project kind of continues towards its finish line. Oh, look at this, perfect timing. Hello there, Franklin, nice to see you. I think there's Peppermint Patty. She's jumping around, and she's excited about the new additions as well. Okay, we're taking a break from all the exciting things happening in Camp Snoopy to take advantage of Silver Bullet's zero wait. Yeah, pretty much a station wait, because they're doing 2 train ops on this thing. Heck yeah. Now that we're finished up with Silver Bullet, let's get some lunch. and continue our lap around the park. All right, we found our spot to eat. We are going to be splitting this massive 8-ton burrito from Costa, California. The burritos are legit. And since I have the dining pass, yeah, why not? Look at this beautiful view. Oh yeah. You know what we should do is we should eat the burrito super fast and then jump in line for Silver Bullet and go on it a few times to see what happens. Here on the boardwalk, Coast Rider is still closed for refurbishment. I'm not really sure when this one is supposed to reopen, but I'll keep an eye on it. Wasn't too much happening in Ghost Town, so I figure, you know what, I think that's gonna do it for today's video. Oh, I think Silver Bullet is coming, so maybe I can get this iconic shot. It's one of my favorite shots to get when it goes through its Cobra roll. Oh yeah, so cool. Yeah, and see, there was like barely anybody on it, so the operations are great right now. This is a perfect time to ride some coasters. Some exciting things continue to happen at Knott's Berry Farm, and with this very ambitious Camp Snoopy project, I cannot wait to see what everything's gonna look like in the next coming months as they get closer to the Memorial Day weekend grand opening. And go ahead and comment down below, what do you think? Do you think Montezuma's Revenge is done for? Do you think they're gonna demolish it? I think they will demolish it, just because in the concept art it's looking like the train is gonna go in that spot, and you know, Camp Snoopy's taking over. So go ahead and comment down below, what do you think? But if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love these videos from Knott's Berry Farm or some of your other favorite theme parks, consider subscribing, because I have brand new videos every single week that you won't want to miss out on. Also, be sure to check out my Instagram account by following the link down below in the description. But until the next video, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is. I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.